One thing I want to touch on briefly at this point and then move past is theology. And I don't want to get bogged down in debating the Trinity, because I have noticed that many monotheists who understand the deception of the Trinity, they stay, even though they understand its deception, they stay on the topic of the Trinity. And they just they discuss the Trinity, they debate the Trinity, but there's much more to knowing God the Father and His Son than knowing that the Trinity is false, right? Jesus Himself says eternal life is to know the one true God, His Father, and Himself. So how can you know God if you are conceding to a theological concept that cannot be explained logically? It's very important to know that God, the Father, wants desperately for His children to know Him. Okay? And I'm one that firmly believes that if you knock, it will be answered and open to you. Okay? Seek and you will find the answers. There's a proverb that says, it's a thing of God to hide things, certain things, and the glory of kings to search them out. Well, we know as children, we are priests and kings, okay? Of the coming kingdom in all its glory. So search out that truth and don't limit God to what He can reveal to you. I believe in these last days that He's going to be revealing a whole bunch. Things that were known, I'm sure known by the apostles, yet were lost throughout the generations and translations and cultural movements. Okay? Cultural shifts. We lose the meaning of certain things. So I believe that as we speak in these last days, and you might say, well, how do you know this is the last days? Well, if you're being shared the consciousness of God the Father through His Son, then you understand where we're at. Okay, I mean, just look who has the number one Christian song in America. Eminem. This world is inverted. The church is apostate. They've fallen away. I mean, it's pretty bad out there. I mean, the church is preaching a triune God, polytheism, an unknowable, illogical God. They're keeping a veil over the knowledge of who the Creator is. They're also using Babylonian cosmology to do this as well. That's a whole nother topic. But if you read Genesis 1, you understand that the earth is the center. It was created first, and then the stars after it. Yes, folks, brothers and sisters, excuse me. You already know this, but to those that do not know this yet, there is not infinite space and infinite time. There's eternity, not infinity. God's eternal. We can be eternal too, but only through the Son, who has the incorruptible seed of the new seed of the Spirit that is incorruptible. It's skipped. The corrupt seed skipped the only begotten Son. Think about that for a second. Let that sink in, because that makes a lot of sense. The corrupted seed, the first seed of the creation that is corrupted, skipped the only begotten Son. He was begotten of the new seed that he shares with us. That's the seed we get in the inheritance with him. Through him, He calls us brothers now, because we have that seed through him. It's the only way we can do it. That's God the Father's method, and perfect method. It's a perfect design that he's come up with to redeem the whole corrupted world back to him through this new seed that's coming through his Son. His Son is the seed, and his Father, our God, and his God is the husbandman. John 15. Jesus is the vine. We are the branches. What comes through the vine to the branches? The Spirit of God, the consciousness of God. Okay, so that's how we learn. Jesus is our master. He is our teacher. He's not our master like we're a slave. We're the apprentice. He's the master teacher. He already went through this whole life and did it perfectly. And that's why he was exalted and given the kingdom. Yes, so he has a kingdom. And the kingdom is where the new creation can be found. Okay? A kingdom is the dominion of a king. Okay? And the Son and the Father dwell in the children of God. Therefore, we are part of that kingdom and that new creation as well. All right, so that's all for now. I'm just going to keep going and making these short things. And I hope you have a blessed day.